What is good, y'all? I hope y'all are ready for today's episode because it's something that we've been waiting for. I'm not talking about Wack 100 getting relieved of his jewelry, but that is the major topic of today. I'm talking about Eminem. Marshall Mathers finally responding to the game, who dissed him, in my opinion, as a marketing ploy for his last album. And it's funny how the first subject ties into the second subject because I think it was the game who was pushed by Wack 100 to actually diss Eminem, you guys. So Eminem finally responded on a track with Easy Mill called Realist. And we're going to go over the lyrics. We're going to go over the game actually throwing shots at Eminem, not only on multiple interviews like Drink Champs. I think we all saw the game taking shots at everybody from Aftermath on Drink Champs. Is that the infamous interview where the game said that Kanye West did more for him in 2 weeks than Dre did in a lifetime? The only thing Ye did for you, game, what aside from send you a bunch of Yeezy jackets and Yeezy clothing to market on your Instagram, he gave you dreams. Kanye West gave you Wouldn't Get Far. He gave you a beat. He gave you a verse. He gave you more than Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre made sure you made it out of the mud. Dr. Dre made sure you had a gimmick when he probably begged 50 Cent to put you with the unit. You already know who it is, and you know what to do. When you log in here, hit the like button, yeah, y'all. Hit the like button when you log in here, y'all. Mikey T, the movie star. Hit the like button, spread the video. So the game had dissed Eminem on Drillmatic, like I said. He dissed him on the song The Black Slim Shady. He had quite a bit to say about Eminem on this joint. Aside from flipping his flow and actually dissing one of his biggest records in Stan, Game actually divulged some information about Eminem that he believes to be true, and he took a few shots at himself, thinking that Eminem would have dissed him because of his rocky relationship with Dr. Dre. So the game said, so, oh no, he goes platinum, and oh, I'm on the math with him. He got all the blackest friends. He wants to be African. Me, left for dead on the doctor's advocate. Dre never executive produced it. I just imagined it. That's the game using the 8 Mile technique, the diss yourself technique before Eminem could have imposed it on himself. Little did Game know that Eminem didn't give a damn about actually dissing him on track. Eminem did not care to come and reveal to the world that Dr. Dre wasn't really messing with the game after the documentary album. There was all the speculation. If you guys remember back to 2006, there was all the speculation. Is Dre going to do anything for the doctor's advocate? No. The only thing that Dre did for the doctor's advocate was supply a title. The doctor's advocate, a false title at that. He said left for dead on the doctor's advocate because Dre didn't do anything for the doctor's advocate. The game was stripped of all of his roster label mates by the time his second album came around. Now, he kept some of the industry standards. He kept relationships with Timbaland, Kanye West, Scott Storch. He kept relationship with all them. But as far as the G Unit Shady Aftermath family, the game was cut off. Cut off to the point where he was sent over to Geffen Records, a sister label to Aftermath on Interscope. Listen to this. Dre never executive produced it. I just imagined it. Here goes the magic tricks, candy shops and the magic stick. D'Angelo Bailey got in shape to whoop your ass again. You depressed, you just masking it. You pop an Adderall, a Vicodin, and an aspirin. Taking personal shots at Eminem with, we all know the abuse that Eminem has gone through. popping pills and stuff like that. We all know about that story, but he also dug back into the Slim Shady, D'Angelo Bailey. He actually dug into that part of Eminem's history as well, showing him that he knows what's up with Eminem's career. What do I got to say about that? Good bars. I don't know about timing wise, but Game got at him. And eventually, this got under Eminem's skin. And you know what, Game? You might want to refrain from mentioning D'Angelo Bailey, though. You might want to refrain from mentioning D'Angelo Bailey because honestly, man, D'Angelo Bailey will probably sue the Game too just for saying his name in a song. Let's be real. So you should watch what you say, Jason. But it was a good way to get Eminem's attention, and it eventually worked. Eminem's diss reaction, though, was way better than the Game's overall. Eminem was better, but y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments and in the poll. So the Game said, with the voice that defied rhymes, will force the blind eye to see what I was in, the white Rolls Royce with the 5.9s, to see what I was in, the white Rolls Royce with 5.9s, when you was pretending to be the white Royce to 5.9. I just crossed a fine line. Might just force the white guy to call D12 so we can pork they grind swine. And the biggest rapper in Detroit, that award is Sean Don. So uncork the Chardonnay and stick my fork in the white wine. Look at all this lyrical, miracle, spiritual shit from the Game here, man. That's all I can say about that rhyme scheme, And Game says, I never heard you in a club. I never heard you in a bar. 11 albums and 10 never got played inside of my car. This is true. This hurt Eminem's feelings. This is why Eminem responded. It's why he responded to the Game. It's actually the clear point that he responded in his new record, Realist, alongside Easy Mill, I believe. So yeah, the Game knows how to ruffle people's feathers. Eminem is rich. Eminem hasn't thought about rapping in a long time. But if somebody like Jay-Z or The Game or Benzino, somebody like that actually resurges and eventually reemerges, he is going to take no problem in actually rekindling or starting a new beef with these guys. He never had an issue with the Game, but apparently the Game wants an issue with him. He said, M just killed me on my own shit. And you know what he was doing with that line on the documentary, on the We Ain't record? He was poking fun at Jay-Z. He knows how to play the rap game, you guys. He understands it for what it is. He knows that Eminem isn't going to get at him like that. Eminem ain't going to do nothing crazy to him like he ran up on the ICP that one time with an unloaded weapon, apparently. He's not going to do nothing like that at this juncture in his life. He's not going to shoot him. He's playing the game how it's meant to be played. Nobody is looking at the Game crazy right now. They're like, oh, he dissed Eminem. Good for him. Then they see Eminem responded and they ask, did Eminem do what he was supposed to do? It's all a part of it. You know what I mean? People are asking, what did he respond? You know what I'm saying? And the Game, it really doesn't have that anymore. We've lost that part of the Game, you guys. You don't see public beefs like that too much. Yeah, you can listen to drill music all day, but you don't see it on the level of Jay-Z dissing Nas anymore. You don't see it on the level of Cameron dissing Mace. You just don't see it like that anymore, you guys. Oh, shit. What up, Devon? Appreciate you for giving me a super chat, bro. What's up, everybody in the chat? Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. Hit that like button. Share this video one time. So, Yeah, that rhyme right there, actually, I never heard you in a club. I never heard you in a bar. 11 albums and 10 never got played inside of my car. That right there hurt Eminem, and we will hear in his response how much it did hurt him. Game said something that I've got to address, though, because this was soft. Game actually said, I'd rather listen to Snitch 9 like 69 times. He would rather listen to 6ix9ine than listen to Eminem. He'd rather listen to Snitch 9 than Eminem 69 times. Yeah, Game, that sounds good for wordplay, but we don't believe that bar. We don't believe you, Game. Every bar, honestly, it can't connect like that, though. That right there was one of the lesser, shittier bars. He tried it. He tried it. He wanted to see if it was going to hit 69 times. He's trying to be clever. He's trying to do that thing that Eminem does. What up, what up, what up, Maryland? Appreciate you tapping in. Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. Smoking out some good gas right now. Let me know where you're tapping in from. Vote in the poll. Let me know who you think won this battle. Eminem or The Game. Eminem responded with just a few bars. We're going to get into them, but I'm giving you a little refresher right now. In The Game, seriously pissed me off with that 6ix9ine bar. It's like, come on, man. You're trying that hard to be clever? He was really trying the whole Eminem thing. You know what I'm saying? Eminem is always doing shit like that. Honda Accord, four-door Ford. It raps. It sounds good. It's wordplay. Game can do stuff like Eminem does as well, though. You know what I mean? The Game is a low-key lyricist. Don't sleep on the Game. What Eminem does isn't as difficult to do when you understand what it is he's doing. The Game is thinking, Eminem ain't that nice. He's like, M has wordplay, but his bars don't make sense. So he's kind of forcing Eminem to be like, why is it okay for you to say gibberish? You know what I mean? Why can you say gibberish shit, Eminem, but we can't do that? And you know, the Game actually has a valid point. Eminem gets away with saying a lot of gibberish that the Game or other rappers would not be able to get away with. You know what I mean? And why is that, y'all? Now you can do the race thing. I'm not here to play all that games, though. All I'm really saying is Eminem gets away with a lot that others wouldn't be able to, like 2 flop albums, shit like that. Imagine Game had 2 flop albums. Game would be counted out. But Wack 100 couldn't even steal the formula correctly. You know what I mean? He couldn't even do the formula correctly with Game's new album. The formula that Diddy showed everyone. The formula that Suge Knight showed him. It was a double album. And Drillmatic didn't move no numbers. All you had to do was sell 250,000 to go gold. You had a double album. You used the Suge Knight in the Diddy blueprint and you failed. You failed, Wack. So Eminem responded. Eminem said they're coming with more venom, so the haters, I'm aiming it towards them and all the envious rappers I'd torch if I'm on a joint with them. Eminem torched Jay-Z on his own shit. Eminem fried Jay-Z on his own record. That's why the Game actually said that lyric. I saw that bar coming. You know what I mean? I really did. I saw that shit coming. Nas said on Ether, Eminem murdered you on your own shit. Now Game is saying it like Nas said it on Ether. Game is saying it just like Nas said it. He's a student of the game, y'all. He knows what he's doing. Do y'all get what he's doing? Yeah, so what? So what? Eminem murdered me on my own shit. You murdered Jay-Z on his own shit too. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Game knew Eminem was going to do that. He's saying, let's make this fun. Let's do this for the sport. Let's not be predictable where we can predict the responses. Because then it's like, what are we even doing it for if everybody knows what we're actually going to say to each other? Let's not be too predictable. Eminem went in on the record for the documentary with the intentions of, I'm not washed up. He went in on the documentary showing everybody, I still got it. Don't think because I had a couple bad albums, I'm not that dude anymore. Because a lot of people may have that misconception, you know what I mean, about Eminem, you know what I mean? And they can say, man, Eminem hasn't had a hot single since Forgot About Dre. Ain't nobody thinking about no Eminem. He had 2 dud albums. He can't rap anymore. He fell off. That whole 2 Wack albums, that's a separate argument. That right there, that doesn't mean he can't rap anymore or he forgot how to. People need to be careful with the fell off word. It's like saying Tyson fell off because he doesn't box anymore. Tyson will still mess you up. You can't think someone fell off because they're not in their 100% prime. That's like saying Jadakiss fell off. He didn't top Kiss of Death. It's like saying Nas fell off. He didn't top Illmatic. You can't look at things in such a way like that, because if that's the case, well, yeah, we'll save that for another day before we talk about a few more artists. And Eminem said, and if that is the only retort is, I'm not played in the club, put a cork in it. Only reason they still play your shit in the clubs is because you still perform in them. Yeah, it's a good bar, M. It's not really true. Because at any given moment, you can hear, what would I be without you? So it's not really true. The bar, it sounds good. It's clever. It's witty. You delivered it good, M. But does it hold truth? Will they maybe right now in the club play, I got 100 guns, 100 clips? Are they going to play that? Are they going to play in the club on Hot 97? These rappers don't necessarily need to be in the club for their music to get played. They might play in the club if I'm listening to radio. And you know where I must be listening to the radio? In my car. Which honestly, you know what I mean? It makes it car music, which you, Eminem, you wouldn't really know anything about because, they're not still playing. I'm sorry, mama. They're not playing it in the car. You know what I'm saying? Well, if they do, they're going to do it with their windows closed up and their ear pods on. You're not going to pull up at a red light talking about, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I'll be honest with you, it's white people stuff. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Game is right. That doesn't happen. You're not going to go to the inner city and see that. You won't see it, which is why a lot of people like to say it and throw it in Eminem's face. People can say what they want about Drake, but you know what they can't say? They can't say, I never heard Drake in the club. You can't say that. You honestly just can't say that. You've heard him in the club and you can't deny it. There's no denying that Drake is hot. There's absolutely no denying it. Yeah, but Drake doesn't write his own lyrics. Yeah, there will be the naysayers, but you see how quickly I deaded the argument? But with Eminem, it's like, yeah, they play his stuff in the club. Sometimes, maybe it's not clear cut. That's all I'm saying. It's more like, I got to think about this. Then you're like, well, I did hear I can be your Superman. You did hear that. I can be your Superman. You heard that in the club, but not excessively like you hear the group Migos. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Takeoff. But this goes, you know what I mean? But his music in the club, what do you got? This looks like a job for me, maybe. Is that one? Is it hi, my name is? No, the tempo is off on that one. It's illegal to play hi, my name is in the nightclubs. It's impossible to do. So what are you playing? Oh, they're playing the next episode. Da 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 da. Oh, it's not an Eminem song. No wonder it's on in the club. Tell me why Game is lying. Tell me why Game is a hater. I'm a harsh critic of the Game, y'all. I'm not cutting him any slack. I'm not cutting that dude any type of slack here, but when you got a point, you got a point. Eminem doesn't have a club hit. Yeah, but he has radio hits, Mikey T. Please don't change the subject with me. I didn't say radio hits. Black Rob had a club hit. Rest in peace. Eminem doesn't have a club hit. Somebody had to say it. Mikey T, I'm reporting my duty. So somebody has to say these things. It's not healthy to lie to yourself. Tell the truth. What song does Eminem have that gets spins in the club? Not even the D12 one. I was going to give him that one. Purple Pills, good song. Car song, debatable. You can get away with it. But is it a club song? No, it is not. So Eminem actually spoke on being a guest in hip hop. We've heard some of these bloggers talk about it. Lord Jamar. We always hear Hassan Campbell, Mr. Campbell Soup, talking about it. Eminem said, I am a guest in this house, but I turned this bitch to a mansion. That's an expansion. Made it gargantuan. England, Germany, France, and Japan's in this bitch. Even Dubai, because my music, they do buy. Hit that like button in this chat right now if you're tuned in. Eminem is taking a moment here to address the weirdos like Hassan Campbell, Lord Jamar taking a shot at him. Also, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, check the bars. I'm going deep like Hassan Campbell gets deep with y'all. And pay attention because they're pulling people out of my room. They're pulling people out of my room. There was 3,000 people in here, but now there's not. I'm a guest in this house. Whose house is Eminem a guest? Right? Eminem knows he is a guest. He doesn't need you to remind him that he's a guest. Hassan, you heard? He doesn't need you to remind him. Lord Jamar, you heard? He doesn't need you to remind him of that. Y'all two specifically is the ones I thought of off top. That's how you know it was kind of irritating him. Like, it was irritating him. I think probably y'all two specifically is the ones that I thought of off top. That's how you know it's kind of irritating him, guys. Like, I'm tired of this guest in hip hop. As a guest in hip hop, has he done anything disrespectful? Let me ask you, if a guest comes into your house and he doesn't take his sneakers off and you have Dior carpets, that's disrespectful. What does Eminem do to be portrayed as disrespectful? That's my question. What has Eminem done? That's my question, because it's not like he's a disgrace to rap. It's not like he's worse than Vanilla Ice. There's nobody out there saying he's terrible. He might not be your cup of tea, but it's not like he's trash. If the dude was whack, it would be different. He's talented, so you can't say that. You can't make that argument with Eminem, which actually makes Eminem one oh, boom, right there. My dude Cash. Cash right there. He's nice on the microphone. I don't know who Tom McDonald is, bro, to really address your super chat, homie. So, like, make your super chat make sense to me, G's. Like, I don't know who those people are you're talking about, but I lost my spot because I see the chat is messing with me. You just can't make that argument with Eminem about the fact that he doesn't have good music. He's stood the test of time for 25 plus years now. You know what I mean? Eminem, honestly, he's the type to show love to somebody like Jadakiss, talking about welcome to D Block. And with Eminem, he can't hide it. You know what I mean? He's going to say, Slick Rick is the man that I wanted to rap like. I wanted to rap like him when I was younger. He doesn't know how to lie. You know what I mean? Like all these other rappers who say shit like, I was only impressed by Biggie and Tupac. It was only Biggie and Tupac. That's it. That's it. Nobody else. What about Redman? Was it really just Biggie and Pac? Because I think that's cap. You could say other people. You could say other people, man. You don't have to all the time just say them. They say them just so nobody could clown them, right? I feel like that's the reason. And you want to know what? You want to know something? Eminem knows he will be in the Bronx Hip Hop Museum. The hip hop museum that you're trying to get banned, Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell, let me ask you something, man. Actually, never mind. This video isn't about your corny ass. Anyways, Hassan, you're not even really a part of hip hop. You know what I mean? Eminem is going to be in the museum in the Bronx in your hometown, and you're crying, I can't believe they're letting this hip hop museum open up. You're crying about Jay-Z lyrics. That's what you're doing. When will anything that you said ever be printed on a public library? When will your words be that powerful and have that much meaning? Hassan, your words that you say on your YouTube lives, they will never be printed. Imagine they painted that on the public library. Got his snot box rocked on the public library. The words you say, nobody wants to echo. So when you hate on Jay-Z with your why they put Hove's lyrics on the library for, it's because your words are not captivating. Because if they were, they would be there. I personally feel like Tupac is more of an insightful artist, but I see what Hassan Campbell is saying as far as that goes, but he still comes off as a major hater. Pac is more known for being from Cali. I mean, his lyrics from Dear Mama possibly could have been up there. His lyrics, they have meanings. Hassan Campbell would have said, that's soft. I'm never writing a song called Dear Mama. So Eminem had some other lines where he was actually going at Melle. And he also said, you die trying this scientist. You know you'll get washed like a bar of soap. You pussy, you wouldn't give a cigar to smoke. All I know is it eats at your heart like an artichoke because you know that's how likely you are to choke. Your heart is broke as I rip you apart. I go bananas, proceed to spit every bar I wrote. I was spitting before my mother's water broke. It's not even close, you bitch. I'm by far the GOAT. Right there, Eminem was going at Melle because Melle actually said that he would beat Eminem in a battle. This guy is just trying to get attention. I'm not even going in on that in this video today. I might have to do a whole separate video on that because honestly, that's just a whole nother topic. I'm pretty much just going over Eminem responding to the game today. But this whole thing, this whole thing is crazy, man. Melle, you got a problem. You got a problem, man. Don't ever call out Eminem for a battle. So there you have it, guys. What do you think? You tell me. Do you guys like Eminem's response? Do you think Eminem should have not responded at all? Drop it in the comments. Or is the game honestly just annoying him? Look at the past. They were on the same label. They probably never spoke to each other. They probably weren't even in the same studio. What is their history? It's probably a very jealous history. I'm not really sure of the history that they had. Game was probably wearing a Kobe Bryant jersey, rest in peace, smoking blunts in the back of all of Eminem's studio sessions. Eminem was probably like, who are you? Dre signed you, but you're not D12. What are you doing here? Do I think you're nicer than Proof? I think we all know the answer to that. And just in case anyone is confused, go ask Eminem. Hey, is Game nicer than Proof? He will probably tell you Game is not even nicer than Bizarre. Obi Trice, is Game better than him? Is Game better than Tony Yayo? Sometimes Eminem is overly annoying with his delivery, but I'll say this diss was all right. Would I bump it again? Probably not. His fans will like it though. It's up their alley. Now, let me just say this. If Game actually dissed Tony Yayo in the fashion that he's dissing Eminem right now, Yayo would have a problem. Yayo is not a lyricist like that. He would have to talk to Eminem or probably get Lloyd Banks to help him. He'd have to tell Banks, like, yo, Banks, write me a diss track because Game just dissed me and Game knows this. Game would just do it because it's fun, though. You know, you can tell Game, he's nobody to play with when it comes to that. And, you know, people out there, I know with Wack 100, they're not really taking games serious anymore. They're like, come on. Game hasn't been hot since This Is How We Do. 50, Bentley, How do we remember 50's verse more on your song? How do we remember 50's verse more on your own song, man? And then you claim that he stole that part from you? Game, maybe you're better at writing the record. Huh? Maybe I could help you transition with your career here for a minute, Game. Maybe you're actually better for writing the record. Maybe you should get into ghost writing, Game. Everybody in here, hit the like button. Share this video right now. Share this video right now. Hit the like button, you guys. Let's raise the profile of this video. And all you got to do that is hit that like button. I want to see everybody in here hit that like button right now because we're not done. We're about to get into the second topic. Wack 100 getting relieved of his jewelry. Somebody relieved Game's manager of his jewelry. But yo, let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about it a little bit, man. Game, you might need to get into ghostwriting. You know, maybe you're better off writing the record, playing the background, Huh, Game? Not being all up in the video. Start doing a ghostwriter type of thing. You see, with you though, Game, you're the type of person who just wanted the spotlight. You wanted the spotlight for your whole entire life. That's why you did that TV show when you had your little sun tattooed on your chest. Yeah, that's why you did that Change of Heart TV show, Game, because you have been so compelled to wanting the spotlight. That's why you were joined up with G Unit. Even though you planned on dissing them, you still joined up with G Unit because you thought it would give you a little bit of the spotlight. You probably thought about joining G Unit like when Snoop Dogg joined Death Row. I'm sorry, homie. Your situation was not like that. We don't look like it like that in history. In the analogs of history, it's not going down like that. When Snoop Dogg linked up with Dr. Dre, he actually brought additional worth to Dr. Dre. We all look at you, Game, being brought on as a lackey to G Unit. We look at you being brought on as a favor asked. You are a favor that Dr. Dre asked 50 Cent to do. Otherwise, you would have never came out like Detox. You would have never came out like some of the other rappers on the label. Can't even remember the names now. You would have never came out like Slim the Mobster. No disrespect to Slim the Mobster either. But yeah, why do we all remember 50's verses on your own songs, man? Get on your Ghost Rider thing, man. Get off the spotlight, man. I don't even care if you don't be on the type of shit where you're like, I don't even care if you don't give me the writing credits. You know what I mean? You would have never said that about how we do. You would have never said as long as I get paid, but you would have been better off playing that role. But you wanted the fame. You wanted everyone to know you're an official blood from Cali. Then you said after they know that, they're going to like my raps. They're going to be into me as an artist. If they don't believe that, then there's the rap. And if the rap doesn't work, but you know what? It worked like a charm. Because even though the Game's street credibility was not believed, he still went on to sell like 10 different albums. You know what I mean? He dropped like 5 albums on Interscope. He dropped 5 albums on the Independents. And he's always continued to make money through the music, even though his character has been called and put into question on multiple occasions. You know what I mean? And it worked like crazy when he first linked up with 50 Cent because everyone looked at him like, yo, he's affiliated with 50 Cent. He must be crazy, you know? So Wack 100. Let's get into Wack 100. We need to talk about Wack 100. Was it a carjacking or was it a strong arm robbery? I'm just wondering, Wack, what was it? Wack said, they broke into my car tonight, the little bastards. I knew better. Parked like that. Clothes, passport. They might have got some jewelry. I haven't thought about that. Earlier, I ran. All right, so hold on. Wack said, I guess I had a suitcase back there. It was shoes. I might have wore once or twice. It's bad out here. Don't keep nothing in your vehicle, Wack 100 is saying. I knew it was bad, but I was just procrastinating. Like, let me suitcase the car. I'll do it tomorrow. Left my suitcase in the car. I'll do it tomorrow. Came back and it was snatched. So that's what Wack 100 says. You know, that's pretty much what anybody says when an incident wasn't caught on camera, though. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what anybody says. Wack said, one of my medallions they got. It has my name on it. Somebody's going to call me tomorrow, Wack 100 said. Somebody's going to call me tomorrow. They can't take it to the jeweler. Somebody's going to call me tomorrow. So, guys, the moral of the story is the big bad wolf, a.k.a. Wack 100, he must have got robbed. Wack 100 must have got robbed. Can you prove you didn't get robbed, Wack 100? Strong arm robbery, maybe. Robbed. And here's why I noticed that his story didn't make no sense. They broke into your G-Wagon. But they didn't steal the G-Wagon? You're telling me they just wanted your bum-ass clothes? So the people are watching you. They seen you. They said, yo, he's an easy Vic. Maybe you were drunk. You know what I mean? Maybe sober, because you're dumb when you're sober too. You move sloppy and you move stupidly, and you have a high-end vehicle. You should park it in a garage, Wack. If you're going to leave jewelry in it, that's why your story doesn't make sense. You know someone's going to be out there with your jewelry because they robbed you for it. But you want to make it seem like a sneak thief. You said they took it from my G-Wagon. Nah, they took it from you, homie. Who leaves jewelry in a G-Wagon? You deserve to get robbed. You know what, man? You're just so stupid that you deserve to get robbed. And I usually don't say that. But the way that you move is dumb. And then you try to give everyone advice. You tried to give PNB Rock advice, and then you get robbed for your jewelry in your car. That's like when you get robbed for your first chain, man. Let's be real. That's like when you get robbed for your first piece of jewelry. It's like your first chain robbery, man. That's like when you get robbed for your first chain. And you're trying to make me believe that? Was that your first chain, Wack? I could believe that. You're on here trying to give everyone advice. Wack, you don't have any type of issues in that department though, right? So nobody believes you. Nobody believes you, Wack. The shit is cap. And yeah, the jeweler, he would buy your jewelry. You're not Suge. No respect is going on 100 ENT Entertainment. No respect is going on that chain. You know what we're going to do? We're taking that chain. We're melting that. We don't care about the repercussions of Wack 100. We could make 100 of these chains. 100 of them in sterling silver. And you probably don't even have it. You probably don't even really have the shit, man. Wack 100 is not a gangster. Wack 100 does not instill fear. People knew that they couldn't take death row chains. You want to know why? That's because Suge Knight instilled fear, you guys. That doesn't work with Wack 100. What he's saying is cap. You know what? Because it could happen. They could be in the pawn shop tomorrow with your jewelry. It's money. That's gold. They're going to take it. What are you even saying? As if your name holds that much weight. Your name doesn't hold that much respect. Now, like I said, if it was a death row chain floating around, the jeweler would say, keep it. But with your shit, it's going to be like, I'll take that. It's a 2-for-1 day because your name doesn't carry that respect. People would help Suge locate a death row chain like, yo, Suge, this spot over here, they were actually trying to sell the death row chain. But you, Wack, nobody gives a shit about you because you don't even take care of your immediate circle. Say what you want about Suge, but you're not going to hear the dog pound talking. You can say they didn't get what they were entitled to, and that's why Snoop Dogg left. The thing is, they weren't broke either. So they didn't have, so what? They didn't have 15 Bentleys. They had 3 Bentleys. My point is, let's not go there with the dumb shit. He made everyone successful. But you, Wack? Who did you make successful? You, Wack, I'm asking you. Who did you make successful? Game? He was successful before he met you. Ray J? He was successful before he met you. Who's your people? Where you be at? We don't even see you pulling up in your shitty Dodge Challenger. You like the two-door. You don't need room for the bitches. Just you and your mans. That's why you want the two-door. That's how I know you don't get no shorties, man. Wack said, come tomorrow. I'm going to know. I'm going to say something they know because my passport was in there. I'm not even mad at them. Oh, so he wants the passport back. Must be for that international travel with Snitch 9. Who the hell walks around with their passport on them? What kind of a tourist are you, Wack 100? You walking around with your passport on you. Did you plan a trip that day? What are you, on your way to JFK? Where are you going? Leave your passport at home. Wack 100 just shit just to do it. You might have had a business meeting. So you might have needed it because you got business, right, Wack? Let me guess. You left it in the back seat because you think no one can see through your tint. And that's why you can't be mad if allegedly that's what happened. But if that's what happened, they would have taken the whole damn G-Wagon. The G-Wagon is worth more than the jewelry. Hello? I guarantee, but you know what? I guarantee the G-Wagon didn't have no gas in it. Probably had about a quarter tank in it, and that's probably why they didn't take the damn thing. So Wack said they going to find a few CDs. Here's the thing, though, man. Your story is bullshit because, again, your car, it would have been missing headlights. It would have been missing rims. Your car would have been on bricks. Are you hearing me, Wack? Your car would have been stripped for every piece of sheet metal. That's how I know you're full of shit. Because the G-Wagon is a duffel bag of money to a car thief. And anyone who knows about cars, those tires and those rims alone, those are AMG. You think you're the man, homie? Them shits are mine. Your car is going to be on cinder blocks. You didn't spend the extra $20 for wheel locks, Wack. You didn't do it because you didn't think you'd run into somebody that was going to do that to you, did you? It's some people's jobs to go out and look for certain model cars. And you're from the streets, Wack, and you don't know that? I feel like I'm explaining shit to my bitches. That shit has been going on since 88. It's been going on since the year I was born. What the hell is wrong with you? Stupid as hell, but that shit never happened. You know what I mean? That shit probably never happened. I would have to assume I would assume someone probably ran down on you, took your jewelry. Now Wack 100's jewelry is on a Pacoima tour. Check the back because the name's on it. Take a flick with it, guys. His jewels are going through Pacoima. And where can it go after that? Shit. Probably just Pacoima because he's a Pacoima Pyru. It's going to tour his town every night. And guys, that's what it's limited to. Because the Pyrus in New York, they won't respect you. The Pyrus in the Bay won't respect you. Where are you going to go? Chicago doesn't respect you. So that's the extent of your tour. Pacoima. That's the extent of your tour. What is good, y'all? This is a live video, y'all. If you want me to interact with the comments and shit, just send them shits in. Yeah, this is a live stream, y'all. This is live, man. Tony Ayo in the game. Nah, I said it, man. If the game was applying pressure to Tony Yayo, if the game was applying pressure to Tony Yayo like he is Eminem, Tony Yayo would have a problem, man. Tony Yayo would probably have to go to Lloyd Banks to actually get some help. You know what I mean? But that would be cool. You know what I mean? I'm sure Lloyd Banks would come to Tony Yayo's aid if the game was going at him this day and age. Now, back then, they didn't really respond so much. I thought that was weak. Back then, I didn't like the fact that G Unit wasn't really responding to game. You know what I mean? Lloyd Banks was so quick to respond to Rick Ross. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? It could have been a situation where they thought they might have let the water go under the bridge and G Unit might have made a reunion, so they didn't Banks didn't want to make it awkward. We always saw Young Buck actively trying to get back in the game's good graces, though. The two of them actually came together on a stage. They came together at a stage in Vegas when the beef was still on, and a lot of people thought it was about to pop off, but it didn't pop off. Let me take a look at this poll. Who y'all messing with, Game or Eminem? Wow. It's no comparison. Eminem has 80% of the votes. Eminem actually has 80% of the votes. Eminem is definitely taking Game out on this joint. And the crazy thing about it, the crazy thing about it, you guys, is that Eminem did it with like 5 bars. Eminem did it with like, I think somebody said 6 bars he had at him. Eminem really only mentioned the fact that he had worked with the game in prior years. And Eminem also mentioned the fact that he was dissed for not being played in the club. You know, those are 2 things that got under Eminem's skin. But yeah, man, that's my video for the day. That's my video for the day, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed it, man. Make sure you share this video with at least one friend. If you guys want to follow back on social media, my Instagram is MikeyT_the movie star. Appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. I will see y'all in the next episode.